My name is Parris Forbes.
My name's David.
My name is Melissa Luke.
And I am positively black.
By heritage, I'm St. Lucian. Grew up in southwest London in Kingston upon Thames.
Congo. My parents are from the Congo. Southwest London.
Northwest London. From a Jamaican background.
What I love about being black is a bit of a difficult question. I never thought about it before today, but I'd say the strength of spirit that the race has, going through, historical adversity and still thriving all across the world, in diaspora. Like it's inspiring, really.
For me, it's really to do with the history, our ancestors, where we come from, everything that being a black person represents. For me, it's what the people who came before us did for us. And for me, I feel really proud about that. So just being really hardworking, consistent, not ever giving up or allowing society to oppress in any form of way, to me, that's something why I'm here today to be proud of.
I love that we're different and we all come in different shades of black. We're all different but the same. Couldn't really see myself as any other colour or any other race. I feel comfortable with my blackness and I feel happy to be black, to be honest.
I don't really feel that connected to my heritage. I'd say due to where I was brought up and raised, I didn't really interact with many black people until I got to university. Even outside of that, like in terms of St. Lucian heritage, didn't really know many of my extended family. So I've never been to St. Lucia for one. I don't speak the language. So I'd say there's a bit of a disconnect there, which is something that I do want to address as I grow older.
Very connected. Very much so. I've never been to Jamaica. That's a destination I will go, but I feel very connected because I'm around family and friends that, we all unite because we're all from the same country. Every Saturday, when my grandma's cleaning her house, it's always reggae music that she plays and stuff. And if we're debating and stuff, we start talking in patois and everything like that. So yeah, I feel really connected. Like my auntie says to me that I'm too black because I'm always I'm always at the market buying like green banana and dumpling. I'm always cooking food and stuff like that.
Living in the UK, my experience is because I travel so much and because I always have all these different experiences going around different places, I feel it's just such an advantage being in the UK and being coloured because of the diversity and just how we integrate with each other. I think is beautiful because you don't see that everywhere.
Being in the UK, I feel being black there's still undercover racism. I feel like there is, but I think London's become a lot more diverse where you have to accept everyone. But I feel like black people have come a long way and we still got a long way to go. But I feel like we've put a stamp on the world.
Again, growing up in like a school full of white kids is like, there's kind of like a pressure to be black because you are black, you know what I mean? It's like, so just things like that. But like I said, like there hasn't been a point where I've been like racial slurs like shouted at me or anything like that.
With my heritage being Congolese, what I'm really proud of is the people that we are. So very spirited, we're very loving people, we stick together, we're very family oriented. Being free-spirited is important in my culture, so I'm really proud of that.
Despite not being connected to my heritage that much, there are parts that I find that I take pride in. The vibrancy of the Caribbean culture, the food, expression that you get through the language, and just knowing that my family is from just such a beautiful place in the world.
I had my daughter young, so I went back to college and I did an access course. And my daughter was ill and I had to take a week off of college. And when I returned back to college, they told me that I got kicked off the course. And the thing about it was, I sent her emails explaining to her that my daughter is ill and I'll have to take a bit of time off, and they said to me that's perfectly fine. So I was very confused at the time. I was like, I had a meeting with the lady, and obviously she was like to me, well, I don't even understand why you're here. I don't know why you're doing this course anyway. Like, and for a minute I had to sit back and think, rah, you're actually talking to me like this. But at the same time, we had to keep it professional because a lot of people have a stigma about black people and how they're aggressive and stuff. So I had to keep calm within myself and explain to her that, like, this is unacceptable because there's people out here that aren't even attending the course that you're doing, and I'm trying to better myself. She was like to me, obviously she's giving me another chance because she never gave me a warning. She didn't write me a formal letter. I just turned up to college and they told me that I was off the course. Okay, cool. When I finish this course and you're still stuck here, I'm gonna laugh in your face, which is what I've done. And now look where I am. I'm going to uni, do you know what I mean?
I personally have never experienced or witnessed racism. I think it's something that I always hear about. People always sort of share their experiences with me, particularly older generations, as you can imagine. Before being in London, perhaps has worked in my favour personally because that's not something that I've been really exposed to. I remember growing up, I grew up just in a multicultural environment, so different races, and naturally everyone hanged out with each other regardless of what colour or form.
I'd say there have been very few occasions of or experiences of racism that I've been offended by. Most racist comments or prejudice comments that I hear just sound ridiculously stupid to me. You know, I used to work in an ASDA. I remember one time some lady came in and she was Caucasian. She said that she was going on holiday. I said I'd just come back from Morocco. And she said, yeah, I'm going there soon. I'm going to come back more tan than you. And I was like, okay, that's not really racist, but it just sounds stupid. It doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing.
So my younger sister, she's of a darker complexion and she doesn't feel comfortable with her shade. And I have to keep telling her that you're pretty. In my opinion, I feel like a lot of dark-skinned girls are a lot prettier, if no offense. But I think their melanin is a lot more exposed when they're darker. Young ladies these days are so influenced by social media. Girls are bleaching their skin now and they're trying to fit in with society, and it's a thing where it's like you don't have to fit in, you just be your own person. If I was to help my community, I'd get a group of young black girls together and hear them out, because a lot of girls, especially when they're hitting puberty and stuff, they're at the age where they don't feel comfortable, and you have to explain to them that everyone's different, you're loved no matter what, do you know what I mean?
I feel we're in a time and age where everything's influenced by whether it's social media, whether it's the media in general, that sometimes it could be a bit of a brainwash and it could be a bit overwhelming. I feel like sharing things with people and just trying to influence people and just support people in their aspects and their careers. So sometimes on jobs and events that I do, I'll meet young people and speak to them and they'll tell me about their experiences, and I'll share some of my knowledge and what I've experienced. And I think it's important in any community that we have these people that we can turn to that can give us these encouragements.
So the ways that I want to see or contribute to my community more is literally just through inspiring and connecting people more. And it's not necessarily just black people, it's because I feel like personally, it's a wide world, you know what I mean? And you can gain insight and experience knowledge from all corners of it. I just want to kind of break down the barriers that prevent people from connecting more. Well, I believe in humanity at its best, when it's at its best, can achieve just undreamed of things. So, and that can be scientifically, it can be socially. That's what I'd want to see, just more elevation. Just more elevation, yeah.